I'm going to be replying to Connor's response to Tracy's set three question of, how would your life change if you had to follow the Hindu religion or vice versa? And I answered that question above too, but I think it was just interesting how Connor, put himself out there and spoke a little bit about his religion and highlighted some of the key points of Hinduism. So, as you said, Connor, Hinduism seems very down to earth and stresses the importance of being a good person, like I think many religions do, and fulfilling the duties involved with that religion or outlined in that caste system. So, and being born into a certain caste system, you spoke about, how that was a little bit different, but you could also see how it's appreciated. So it was interesting to hear about um, your religion, Catholicism, and how the belief system is organized, and how you kind of refrain or not necessarily understand entirely the idea of reincarnation. I think when it comes to believing in reincarnation, I feel like it goes against a lot of what I personally have figured out in my head. I don't know, because I guess to what extent can you be reincarnated? Like, can you come back as a male or a female, or can you come like are you a tree? Because I know a lot of people think that you can be made into like a animal after everything. I don't know if you've ever watched Moana, but at the end she said, "I'm gonna come back as like a stingray," and super cool movie, super cool transition of her life to help Moana on her. Sorry, I'm quoting a Disney movie, but on her journey. But to me, like I can't even think of what animal I would become. Like, does that matter? Do I get to choose, or is it just random? So that's a really hard concept for me to wrap my head around. And personally, I grew up in a Catholic household, and I went to church with my grandma all the time, and I read the scriptures and stuff she gave me. But as I got older, I found it kind of less not important, but necessary for me. I not that I do it on my own terms, but that I do it in a different way. And I found it a little bit harder to, you know, kind of structure it the way that my grandmother did. So, kind of adopted pieces of it that I felt were important to my own development and, my own happiness. So, thank you for sharing your thoughts and especially your own participation in a religion, because I think that's really brave and really interesting to, think about it like that. Thanks.